Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's budget video. Today's budget video is going to be a little bit different. I am going to be setting up my budget section and I'm using the brand new Planner Pieces system in order to do this, and I am really excited about it. The more and more I have thought about which option I wanted to go with, do I want to do the Prosper Planner, the Hub system, or the Pieces system, I really do think that the Pieces system is going to be the best fit for me for now. I love the other planners, obviously. If you want an overview of all the different options we have here at Planning to Prosper, definitely check out a video I posted just a few days ago, right before Christmas. I posted going through all the different options, but I mentioned in that video, and I'll repeat it here because I think it's worth it. I think that Planner Piece is having the mindset that it is okay to change your mind. It's okay to completely switch up how you're doing things. So even though I'm starting with the Planner Pieces system, maybe a couple months into it, I realize, okay, I want to do something else. And then I dive into the Prosper Planner because that works best for me, or I go back to the To Done monthly, or I start up the Hub, whatever it may be. But I've given it a lot of thought, and I think that the Planner Pieces is going to be the system for me for now. But like I said, you have permission to try new things, change your mind. I feel like a lot of the planner community, we strive for this like planner piece where we're trying to find this perfect system, but that's not how life works. Life is messy. It's full of, you know, surprises and twists and turns, and our priorities shift, our goals change. We change as people as we grow, and I feel like it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to use different planners for different things, and you know, yeah. So anyways, little tangent there, but I'm really excited about the system. I'm excited to show you guys how I'm planning to use it. And yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right in. So I have my dashboard library right here. This is where I have all of my pieces. There will definitely be more to come. I saw a comment in the Facebook community about wanting like reading ones and meal planning ones. That is all to come, you guys. I am honestly struggling a little bit with prioritizing. I feel like there's so many products I want to get done, but there's only so much time, and we're getting started with homeschooling next week. So my time's going to be even more limited. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to be trying to get everything out as quickly as I can for you guys. I can promise you that. But just be patient with me because there's a lot on my list right now. So anyways, okay, so I have my budget pieces right here. I went through and I took out any of them that I felt like I wasn't going to use at all. And then I like having it in list form, so you can change how you view the screen with this, this little button up here. So if you hit this, it'll show the list. Hit the list, it'll show the thumbnails. So I kind of like the list because you can see the whole title this way. So I don't use Monday start months, so I took those out, although I think I'm going to just use the dated ones for this. And let me go ahead and close out some tabs because the budget stickers actually I can keep open. But okay, so I have all those in there. And then what I've done is I have a 2024 little folder here with a kind of open book on it. So that is my planner. I was kind of going between. I'm like, okay, do I want to put a budget in each folder? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder for each month of the year, January through December. And then within those folders, I'm going to have like my plans and stuff like that. So I debated. I'm like, do I want to put my budget for that month in that folder, or do I want to keep it separate? And even as I say that out loud, I'm like, okay, I thought I was going to keep it separate, but maybe I will put it in the folder. So let's start there. Let's just start there. So, yeah, we'll start there. Okay, so I'm going to start a new folder. I'm going to create a new folder. I'm starting all this from scratch. So the only thing I have in my 2024 folder right now is my annual calendar. I am going to put our pay schedule on there. And then I'm also going to mark off like the weeks that we're taking off for homeschool. And then I have my budget stickers in there, and I have my P2P vault there too to access mini calendars. So let's go ahead and start, by creating a folder. So I'm gonna create a folder. I'm gonna title this January. So we'll do January. And I'm gonna put a little happy face on it to show that that's the current folder that I'm in. And then we'll go in here and I'm gonna create another subfolder, and it's going to be titled Budget. Budget. And I'm gonna make it green, and there is a little cash icon, so how perfect is that? So now I've got my budget folder in there. So I'm gonna create my folder first so that I have a place for things to go. So now I've got budget in my January folder here. And then I think what I'm gonna do is, I went between two using like budget add-ons or budget pieces, and I decided to do the pieces because there were some things that I was not going to track as much, like we're not using sinking funds. Obviously you can use the add-on and just ignore pages if you're not going to use them. But I kind of wanted to be able to flip between the tabs. The tabs is what has my heart, you guys. With the Planner Pieces system, it's all about the tabs. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to go ahead and go to my dashboard library. We're gonna start there. I'm gonna go to budget, and I am going to, let's see, I want to put my paycheck budget. I'm just kind of torn between landscape and portrait. I think I'm gonna use the landscape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate that page. So it's gonna come up here because it's gonna say copy of. So there it is. And then I'm going to move that to 2024 January budget, and we're gonna move it there. And I'll rename it here in just a minute. And then I'm trying to see what else I want to track here. I think I'm gonna do, I think my budget's gonna be pretty simple, you guys. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be really doing a lot other than my paycheck budget. I wanna keep track of our debt, maybe, but like I checked that online. Same thing with our savings. Although, you know what, I do wanna have a savings tracker for our like general savings. So I'm gonna duplicate the savings tracker. Then I'm gonna go to copy, and I can just move this from folder to folder. That's the beauty of it too. I don't even have to copy and paste. I can just move it to my February budget folder once I have that created. So I'm going to go ahead and move this into my January budget. So we'll do that, and then do I want to use the debt tracker? I think I'm gonna do a bill tracker as well. So I'm gonna duplicate this, and then we'll move that into the January budget folder. And let's see, is there anything else? You know what, I'm gonna just move the debt tracker over, and we'll just call it a day. I think that, or not call it a day, we'll just call it good. But move to budget. And then other than that, I think I'm just gonna do my months, but I'm gonna do version 2 because I want the sidebar. And then I'm gonna move my January over there. So January, I did all Sunday start, so I'm going to not move it right away. I wanna duplicate it because I'm gonna keep, the reason why I'm duplicating is to keep like the originals in the library so I can just go back to them whenever I want, but obviously you could just move it too if you want to. So I'm gonna move that to my January budget folder. I think that might be it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go to Dashboard Library, Documents, 2024, January Budget, and I'm gonna rename some of these. So I'm just gonna rename this Bill Tracker. And I wanna have that to reference just to know like when due dates are and everything. And then I'm gonna rename this the Sienna. Sienna, I'm just gonna name it Sienna. We're trying to pay off our van, so there's that, the Sienna, and then we have our January budget calendar. So I'll rename that, and then this is going to be, our 12/29 paycheck, because we're actually using this for our January expenses. And then we'll title this our miscellaneous savings, or well, I might just do savings and then duplicate it and track our emergency fund as well. So savings. Okay, so that is that. So on the bill tracker, I am going to put down like all of our bills, the due dates, and all of that kind of stuff, and if it's auto pay, and then I can check it off as it's paid if I want. But I mainly want this because there's so many different ways to track bills between the monthly view and the paycheck budget itself. Like, I'm not too worried about it. I just really want this for due dates mainly. So we're gonna go ahead and write those in. Sorry, I'm doing this at a slant, but you know. So, but the nice thing is when I have my paycheck budget up now, like when I'm putting it together, I can refer to this. I can switch between tabs and refer to this to kind of know when certain things are due and all of that. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now for the annual calendar, I, in a green highlighter, am just going to mark our paydays, and that won't take very long. For our homeschool schedule, I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing for that, but I will do that in a separate deal because this is budgeting related. So we get paid in January on the 12th and on the 26th. And then on the 9th and the 23rd, we're on a bi-weekly pay schedule. The 8th, the 22nd, and then the 5th and the 19th. And then the 3rd, 17th, 31st, and then the 14th and 28th, and then the 12th and the 26th, 9th and 23rd, yeah, then on the 6th and the 20th, the 4th and the 18th, the 1st, 15th, 29th, and then the 13th and the 27th is what it's looking like. So I just wanted to mark our paydays. I feel like it's just helpful to see, you know, when we're getting paid, especially because we're doing paycheck budgeting now. So just really simple little dots showing all of our paydays. Again, I can refer to that little calendar as I'm putting things together. So that was pretty simple to do. And then, let's see, I think that is gonna be it. I think here I'm just going to put our miscellaneous savings. And I'm going to duplicate this page. And that way I'll have them back to back, and then I'll do our emergency fund right here. Emergency fund. And I don't really share our balances and all these things just because, you know, we don't share like everything, but yeah, so savings are good. So we'll just do that. I'll fill that in at a later time. And then I think we can just dive right into, let's do our January budget. Get that set up. So for the January budget, I'm just going to do a dated calendar. It just makes it nice and easy. I am going to go to the vault and grab the February mini calendar, and we'll go to mini calendars, and I just want the February Sunday start. And then I'll export this, save the image, and then we can go down to Goodnotes, and I can go to my photos, pull that in. So I'm just gonna put this down in this corner. And then that way I can mark as well for February when our paydays are. So we're 12th, 26th, yeah, 12th, 26th, so we'll be paid on the 9th and the 23rd. It's the main thing I just want to see is kind of when our next paydays are coming up and everything. Okay, and then I'm going to do the budget stickers. I'm just really making these very, I'm not like gonna be matchy-matchy with my kits and stuff. I'm making this just very functional. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all my bills that are due. I think I'm gonna use this blue color because January, why not? And then I'm gonna put my paydays in right here, and then I'm gonna track gas, I think in like the yellow color. I don't know, I'll just do kind of a mixture of things. Okay, I'm back. So sorry, I just didn't want to make you guys sit through, like I'm probably gonna edit out some good chunks of that because Goodnotes is acting up, and yeah, so anyways, I decided to color code. So all of these bill due that are in blue are coming from our paycheck that we're getting this Friday on the 29th of December. And then in green, I have payday is green. And then I have all the bills that we're gonna pay with that payday in green, and then purple for our payday on the 26th, and then purple here as well. And I even started putting some of our bills that are gonna be due in February there because this pay period is gonna pay for all the bills until the next pay period, if that makes sense. The other thing that we're doing is for each payday, we're gonna take half of our mortgage and set it aside so that we're paying the next month's mortgage with the current month's pay. We've done that in the past. It works really, really well. That way you don't have to worry about missing a mortgage payment or like your whole entire mortgage payment taking up a huge chunk of your paycheck. So that's what we're gonna do there. So I have half of our February mortgage coming out of the 12th paycheck, and then I have half coming out of the 26th. So I thought color coding would be nice because this way you can see like, okay, this green payday covers these green bills, and when I'm putting together my actual paycheck budget, that is gonna be really nice to reference. And then I'm going to put any of our gas expenses using this yellowish orange expense tracking sticker here. So I'll track gas when we fill up, but that's pretty much all I'm gonna do with this monthly calendar is I'm gonna color code, put our paydays in, put the bills when they're due, and then kind of check them off as they're paid and that sort of thing. And this will be a really good reference when I'm putting together my actual paycheck budget, which we are going to do right now. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna close out my budget stickers. I'm gonna close out my bill tracker, and I'll close that out too because I don't really need it. So I'm gonna go over to my January budget and the 12/29 paycheck, and we will start planning for this. So this pay period is gonna be the 29th of December through the 11th of January. So that's what this paycheck is going to cover. And it's, I'm gonna color this in with, I don't know, pink, I guess. No rhyme or reason, just, you know, whatever sounds good. So this is gonna be paycheck 1 for the month of January. Technically we're getting paid on the 29th of December, but like I said, that paycheck is covering our bills in January. So okay, so let's get started with our income. So we did up our salaries just a little bit because we found that with the kids' activities too, we just didn't have very much left over to go into savings, and we do want to make sure we're putting something into savings every single month. That is very, very important. So, and we just didn't have enough like wiggle room. So we upped our salaries just a little bit. So let's see. So on the 29th of December, Andrew is going to get his salary. He is going to be going back to work eventually too, to Costco, but they said that he probably wouldn't start until March, so it'll be a bit. So that is going to be $1,399.59 for his paycheck. And then we have my paycheck. So we draw salaries from our family business, in case you're wondering what these salaries are coming from. My business is my full-time job. Andrew works part-time for the business. He does a lot for it, but yeah, so that's kind of that. And then my paycheck is that amount, and then we have some rollover that is going to get accounted for, and that amount is $828.73. And then we have miscellaneous, which we're planning on 0. And I feel like this never looks right, so I'm just gonna put 0 in like that. Okay, and so our total income then is $3,000. I did like a rough draft budget earlier, so just to make this video a little quicker, because I knew that my setup was gonna take a little bit. So, but like I said, not every video is gonna be like that. I just thought it'd be helpful to show you the whole setup, especially because it's a totally new system. Okay, so that is what our income is looking like for this pay period. Now, for bills that are due this month, I can reference this. I do have my rough draft, but in the future, I can totally reference this and see like anything in blue is what this paycheck is covering. So we do have our full mortgage coming out of our paycheck, and then we'll do the half deal. Our 29th paycheck was actually a extra-ish paycheck. It was a 3-pay period month in December, so that helped out a lot with that. So yeah. Okay, so mortgage, $1,577.90. And then I'm just gonna write this in here while I'm here. That is gonna be our HOA. And due on the 1st. And you know what? I'm just gonna write in the due dates and the bills, and then I'll write in the amounts. So then we have our solar panels due on the 1st. And then we also have on the 1st our gym membership. And then we have our gymnastics for Julia. And then on the 4th, we have APS. On the 9th, we have water and trash. And then on, we don't have the due date yet, but we have also Southwest Gas that I'm gonna put for this paycheck. So those are all of the bills. I don't have the due date for that yet, but hopefully I will soon. I just checked it a little bit ago and they still don't have it. So for the solar panels, that is $250.06. For the gym, we're gonna budget $90. For gymnastics, that's $183.96. Then we have APS, which was $51.89. And water and trash is $92.82. And then Southwest Gas is $50. So let me make sure I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8. And then I can even refer back to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So those are going to be all of our bills that we're going to take out of this paycheck. So the total for bills is $2,423.58. And then if you take that amount and subtract it from our total income up here for this pay period, remaining we have $1,549.90. All right, so, and then as I'm kind of filling this out too, I can go over here and I can paste this in for estimate income. I can paste this in for estimate bills. Put bills right there. And then expenses, we have, and I'm gonna put like a little asterisk next to, let me put this over here, a little asterisk next to our cash category. So I'm gonna fill up our cash envelopes with you guys here in just a moment. Andrew went to go to the bank actually to go get all the cash, so, and sorry for this light. Oh, it's just so hard to get it out of the frame. But I'll have to figure out something for that. So that's a little bit better, I guess. Okay, so for expenses, we have groceries, which is gonna be a cash category. And again, we're just doing the cash again for ease. I just feel like it's gonna be a bit simpler to just take the cash out and like, you know, have it that way. Now, gasoline, we're going to use our credit card for. So I think, do I want to even just like highlight what we're taking out in cash? I don't know. I'll write them all in and I'll figure it out. So for groceries, we're going to take out $400. For gas, for the pay period, we're going to budget $50, which is like one fill up. And then for household, that is going to be a cash category. And we're going to take out $60. And then for entertainment, which is going to be like eating out, going to the movies, that sort of thing. Thankfully, we had family gift us gift cards for the movies and for restaurants and stuff, which is going to be really nice because we can go do some fun date night stuff. We got a really good gift card, like a really generous gift card to one of our favorite restaurants, and I think we're gonna actually save that for our wedding anniversary, which is in February, so that'll be nice. Okay, so we're gonna budget $80 for entertainment for the pay period, and then we have babysitting. So we are gonna be starting up with our Bible study here soon, and the girl who watches all the kids, we pay her $5 per kid, and so she watches them for like the hour that we're in Bible study. So that's $10 for just the one. We go back on the 11th of January. And then we have the puppies, and this is food, nail trims, and then they have a big vet visit where they're gonna have a wellness check and they're getting shots, and they gave us an estimate of how much that would be. So we're actually taking out $360 for the puppies for this 2-week period. The $300 is gonna cover their vet visit with all their shots and stuff, and then the $60 is gonna go towards like food, nail trims, that sort of stuff. So that is that. And then we have Andrew's pocket money, which we both have a Chime card. And what I'll do is on payday, I'll just transfer over the money. And this is for, it's pocket money, but it's also for like, if Andrew needs clothes, if we need to go, you know, get haircuts, that sort of thing. It's not really meant to be used as like, you know, just spend it on whatever willy-nilly. It's meant to be used for like essentials really at this point. So if I really need to go get my hair done, but I'm gonna have to save up my pocket money for a while to be able to go do that. So that's that. And then for our pocket money, we're gonna get $50 for the pay period. So again, that'll just get transferred onto our little like Chime cards that we have. It's like little personal checking accounts. Really nice little system, by the way, because we each have our own app. We have the app, we can see our balance all the time. We each have our own little card. And then it's a really great way, like Andrew paid for a date with his Chime card one time, and like I could get him a little gift, and like we won't see what the other one is buying and stuff. So it's kind of a fun way to continue to like date your spouse, as they say. Like, you know, I can treat him to a date night or treat him to a coffee or whatever. So I like the setup. It's working really, really well for us. And then for piano, we only have 7 lessons in January because of New Year's. And then we had 1 credit where one of her like lessons had to be canceled, I think is what it was, or something. And then we pay her in advance. So that lesson was gonna go towards one of the January lessons basically. So that is $210 for all the piano lessons. So that is a total of $1,270 for our expenses. And then that leaves us with $279.90 remaining. Now we could take that amount and put that towards like an additional debt payment, or we could put it towards savings. But as we're sort of building up back into the budget system and stuff, I think or like the paycheck budgeting, I think we're just gonna keep it in checking for now and build up a really good checking account buffer in there and just do that versus like putting it towards debt or towards like a specific savings account yet. Eventually that is going to happen. We'll start putting anything we have left over towards other things, but I think right now, like I said, we're just kind of wanting to hold on to it and kind of do it that way. So I'm not going to put anything towards any other categories. So the dogs are playing with a toy outside my door. You guys can probably hear them. So expenses, $1,270, and then we're gonna just put this towards our rollover. So I'm gonna put total remaining right here. Paste that, $279.90. And then, like I said, we're not putting anything to sinking funds. I would like to ideally, I don't know, I'm gonna have to talk to Andrew about this, but I feel like we should start saving up for like things like Christmas and stuff ahead of time. And we honestly should probably have like a car maintenance and a house maintenance sinking fund at the very least. So even if we're only putting like $25 to it or something like that, I feel like just getting those started would be ideal. Right now, our van is still under like a maintenance plan with the dealership, so we don't have to pay for maintenance quite yet. But I think it's still good to sort of build those things up. So I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. Like we might want to add just a couple sinking funds just to have, you know. And then let's see, I think that's pretty much it. So this is our paycheck budget for the 12/29 pay period. So this will be really fun. I'm excited to budget this way. I'm going to fill up the cash envelopes when Andrew gets home, and then we'll be good. So I'm excited, you guys. I'm like super excited to do this new type of budgeting. I just think it's gonna be really nice, really organized. I don't know, I just love it. And then I love the pieces. I love being able to just kind of refer to this and open it up, flip right over here, open up my tabs here, and just have it all in this like one folder. And then what I can do is I can duplicate this and I can rename it. I can even do it now. I can rename it. This will be my 112 paycheck. Or you could put like pay period, however you want to do it. So now I have, oh, did I rename, what did I do? Did I rename the wrong thing, or what happened? Did it just not update? Maybe? Oh, it's freezing. Goodnotes loves me today, you guys. I am having the greatest luck with Goodnotes, let me tell ya. I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, so I think we're good now. I had to totally close out of Goodnotes. It is a mess right now, you guys. I don't know why it's being so crazy, but I can open up my 112 paycheck here, and I can even just like erase, I can erase like this, because, well, actually no, because those amounts won't even change. So I can erase this here and this. And then I can go through and my bills will be different, so I can erase all of these. And then, like I can keep a lot of this in here, you know, like this is probably gonna be pretty much the same. The puppies will be different, but there's gonna be different things we're paying piano we won't pay. But yeah, so I can kind of go through and keep the same categories and stuff in and just do it a little different. But have most of the information like in there is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, and then I can just go over here and move this right here. That is it, you guys. I am gonna be back in a little bit and I will stuff our cash envelopes, and that'll be it for this budget video. I hope you're finding it to be, you know, inspiring and to offer just some like, you know, guidance on how to set things up and stuff like that. But I'll be back in a little bit with cash envelope stuffing. Okay, Andrew just got back from the bank. He got all the cash that we needed, and we're doing cash envelopes a little different. We used to have little plastic dividers in a zippered pouch. Now we're gonna do, we had this cash box for a while, and we have these little envelopes at the bottom. I don't need all of these, but we're gonna do a separate zippered pouch for each category. That way all the change and everything for that category can just stay in this like little pouch and stuff. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. So now we just need to pick out colors and stuff for categories. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 envelopes in total. So I think I'm gonna do pink for groceries. I don't know why, but I always, is this pink or is this like, there's a lighter pink. Let's do the lighter pink because that kind of looks red. So we're gonna do this pink one for groceries. For household, let's do orange. So we got this orange one here, and these are just little zippered. I actually originally got these for homeschooling to put flashcards in, but the size didn't work, and then I was like, oh, I can actually use this for cash envelopes. So not the prettiest, but functional, right? That's kind of what we're going for. Entertainment, let's do purple for entertainment. And then for babysitting, let's do white. For the puppies, we'll do blue. And for piano, we'll do yellow, because that's Maddie's favorite color, is yellow. So that'll be all of our colors. I actually might switch out this white one for green because I feel like you can't really see. So that is what we'll do. We'll kind of categorize it that way, and then I've got these extra ones just to use whenever. And then I am just going to write in pen to label each of them. because Andrew probably will not remember like the categories, but we'll just keep them in this cash box. We have a safe in our home, and so we'll just keep them in the cash box when we're not using them, and when we need them we'll just know to like go and get them. So I'm gonna grab a pen from over here and we will just label these real quick. I might get like nicer labels at some point and like maybe put like a sticker on the back or something, but for now this will be fine. So this is going to be groceries. And I'm just gonna leave this out for a little bit to dry because I can already tell it's like gonna smear if I try to put it back in there. Orange was gonna be household. And then purple was gonna be entertainment. We're going back to basics, you guys. But I feel like cash is just so easy to track. I don't know, tracking all the transactions in different cards is just like not for me at the moment. So what were we gonna use blue for? Is this for piano? Yellow for piano. And then we needed the puppies and babysitting. So for puppies, I'll do blue. Just do Mando and Kara. And then we've got babysitting. Okay, so again, not super fancy schmancy, but functional and it will work. So groceries, let me see. It's got that like shiny, I think it's okay. Okay, so groceries, let's get this one first. So groceries, we're doing 400 for the first pay period for about 2 weeks. So it gives us about 200 a week, which may be more than what we need, but we'll just kind of see. So we'll do, I'm kind of a stickler about like the, let's see, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400. All right, let's see what we're at here. If I did this correct, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 4. So that will be for groceries. And I can just zip this open, plop the cash in there. We can even put receipts in there if we need to. So this will be really convenient. So that's groceries. Everything's, I feel like when we have the little dividers, it worked just fine, but like the cash would sometimes get intermingled or like it'd get put in the wrong spot. So I really like having just a totally separate like envelope for it. So next we'll do household, and that is $60 for household. We get a lot of our household products from Costco, but a lot of them we also get at like the normal grocery store, Sprouts, like the kids mouthwash, a lot of our cleaning products, stuff like that. So we're gonna do 60 for household. And we'll just unzip that. Hopefully these will hold up okay. I guess we'll find out. If you guys have like a favorite cash envelope system, definitely let me know. I just like being able to keep them in totally separate envelopes like this, but and I could use just like normal envelopes, but I'll have to look on Etsy. I haven't used cash envelopes for a while. So we're gonna do entertainment's gonna be purple. So we'll put this in here. And entertainment's gonna be $80 for the next 2 weeks. So 20, 40, 60, and 80. And we normally won't have to take out as much cash, but the dogs having their vet visit definitely affects things. Piano is $210. Is that not wanting to go in? There we go. So $210. So we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, and then 210. So double check it. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, and 210. So that'll be for piano, which Maddie has piano on Thursday, but I don't know if we'll give her the money then or if we're gonna wait, so we'll see. But that's piano. And then for the puppies, we're gonna do this blue one here, and we need 360 for them. So 20, 40, 60, actually all of this except the 10 should be it. So let's just put this all in the right order. It drives me nuts, like how mixed up this is. 20, da, 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 da. Okay, so we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60. So 360 for Mando and Kara. Going to get their little checkups and everything. And really the puppies should be probably a sinking fund too, but yeah, so that's that. And then we have babysitting, which we just need $10 for. Other times it will be 20, but we just need 10. So we'll put that in there and then put this in that little pocket. And I don't think I'm gonna, well, maybe I will just leave that in there, in here, but, or in like the cash box. Okay, so that's all of our cash envelopes, you guys. We'll get used to the colors and stuff. Like we'll know like, okay, pink is grocery, orange is household, purple is entertainment, babysitting's green. Like we'll kind of get used to the colors and stuff. But I think this will work out really, really nicely. I think it will be good. So here's our cash box. They're almost too big for it, honestly. I kind of want to get a little bit of a bigger one, but it should, they fit just fine. So we'll put that in there, and then we can put this right on top. And then that is all set to go. So that takes care of our cash envelopes for that pay period. And that is it, you guys. That is the budget video. That's my whole setup. So just to walk through our whole setup again, the whole way we're doing things for 2024 with our budget, I'm using the budget pieces from the new Planner Pieces system. So I'm gonna create file folders in Goodnotes and label them and everything, put my budget in here. I'm gonna use the Paycheck pieces to do my paycheck budgets. We set up our first one here together, so that is all ready to go. And then I'll have my bill tracker, my little monthly view here where I have my color coding to know which paycheck is being, or like, yeah, how the bills are being paid, like allotted to specific paychecks and all of that. You guys know what I mean. I feel like I am struggling with thinking lately, but that is all set to go. And then we've got our savings to track our like general savings and our emergency fund, our payments for the Sienna. And then out here too, I have my annual calendar where I have all my pay days, and then I'll put in like days off for homeschool and stuff here soon. But yeah, and then I'll keep my budget stickers in here just to kind of have ready to go. There's a couple things I want to just keep in this like 2024 area and not put in a month specific. And those are some of the things. I'll be doing the rest of my setup tomorrow. You guys should see that video. I'm going to film it Thursday. I'm just kind of out of filming juice, if you will. It's like 4:40 and I feel like I've just, yeah, been talking a lot and everything. So I'm gonna film that tomorrow, do the rest of my setup so you guys will see everything, but this was the budget portion of it. I'm super excited, you guys. I'm excited for paycheck budgeting. I'm excited for going back to cash envelopes and just keeping it very basic and stuff. I think this is gonna be just really great. I'm really excited. It's very simple, you know, no frills, just what you need, you know? So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed seeing my whole entire setup. Again, this is gonna be a long video, I think. I'm probably gonna edit some parts out just cause, yeah, it got kind of crazy in terms of length. I've been trying to keep my videos a little shorter lately, but I struggle with that, as you guys probably know if you're not new here. So, but anyways, again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos, and I will chat with you all later. Bye.